students. I hope you are well. Today is our fourth online lecture of chemistry special topics. Previously, we have studied about the different types of the colloidal solutions like sol, gel, aerosol, and emulsion. Today, we will discuss about the surface active agent or surfactants. Before it, I hope you know about the surface tension which arise due to the unbalanced forces of attraction at the surface of a liquid. Actually, in the interior or in the bulk of a liquid, the molecules are attracting toward each other and there are the forces are the balanced by the each other. But at the surface of the liquid, there are no other molecules which attract these surface molecules, due to which the surface molecule feel an inward pull or inward attraction force, which is called the surface tension. Due to this surface tension, mostly the liquid surfaces are like in the form of stretch surfaces or stretch membrane, because the interior molecule forces or attracted the surface toward the inward. So this is the surface tension. And if we add some other material, other external material to these liquid, then what happened? Actually, these external material show some attraction to the surface molecules, and the surface tension of these liquid may be changed, or mostly this surface tension is decreased due to these external substances. So the substances that severely lowers the surface tension of water or other liquids, even at very low concentration, are called the surface active agent or surfactant. Mean their large amount is not necessary to decrease the surface tension, but their small amount can also decrease the surface tension of the liquid. So these substances are called as surface active substances or surfactants. They are strongly adsorbed at the air-water interface, mean they, in the case of water, it attach on the air and water interface, or in the case of emulsion, mean oil-water interface. They are strongly adsorbed and decrease the surface tension between the oil and liquid. The most common surfactants are the soap, which are the sodium salt of long chain fatty acids. Mean this long chain fatty acid has the carbon number which is extended up to 14 to 18. Mean this carbon chain is contain the carbon nearly 14 to 18, and the other end is the polar end, which mostly consists of the carboxylic group. So this is a polar end and this is a non-polar end, which is called the hydrocarbon chain end. The aniline has a polar end in the surfactant and a large hydrocarbon tail, so that it tend to orient in the surface layer. How they arrange in the surface? Actually, the hydrophilic end, mean which is the polar end, is attracted toward the water, and the hydrophobic end, which are the hydrocarbon chain, which are repellent from the water. So they come to each other attracted by the other hydrophobic end, and the hydrophilic end are attracted toward the water. They orient in the surface layer in such a way with the hydrophilic carboxyl group in the water, mean hydrophilic carboxylic group are attracted toward the water, and the hydrophobic long hydrocarbon chains are attracted toward the air or oil. There are different types of the synthetic surfactants or surface active agents. Mean they may be polar, non-polar, or you can say they may be positive surfactant, they may be anionic surfactant or cationic surfactant, or some are non-ionic surfactants. So the synthetic surfactant include anionic types such as, this is the examples of some surfactants such as alkyl sulfonates, which contain again the salt of the sodium of these sulfonates. Actually it depend upon this R group, mean the carbon chain should be longer than 12 to 18 or 14 to 18. Many household detergent are of the anionic type. The detergent we use in our house for cleaning, of our surfaces or washing of the cloth. They are actually the detergent, and these are mostly the anionic type. Cationic surfactant include alkyl trimethyl ammonium halides, mean salts of the ammonium, and for good detergent action R should be at least 12 to 18 carbon atom, mean the R related to the carbon chain, hydrocarbon chain, so it should be longer enough. And there are also many non-ionic surfactant, which is whose example is the Triton series. Mean in one side there is a polar group and the other side is a non-polar end. So the all the surfactant has both polar and non-polar groups. When the concentration of the surfactant is increased to a specific level, then these surfactant form the micelles. As we know about what are the micelles, if a substance has a polar end and the non-polar end, then the hydrophobic tails, which are the hydrocarbon tails, orient toward the inward, and the all the polar end, or mean all the hydrophilic end, are attracted toward the water. So there is a need of specific concentration, which is called the critical micelle concentration. Uh, if the concentration of the surfactant is less than this concentration, then no micelles are formed. And if the concentration of the surfactants are larger than this concentration, then there is a different type of the micelles are formed in this way. When the concentration of surfactant in the aqueous solution increases to a certain definite value, the individual surfactant molecule aggregate to form the micelles. They combine in such a way that they form micelle containing well-defined number of the molecules. Usually 50 to 100 molecules take part in a micelle. So mostly 100 or 50 to 100 molecule combine aggregate to form micelles, but the size of the micelle is in the range of the typical colloids, mean their size is in the range of 0.1 to 1 nanometer. Micelles are formed only above the critical micelle concentration, mean that if the concentration of the surfactant is about the critical micelle concentration, then their micelles are formed, otherwise their micelles are not formed. In the micelles formation, as we studied earlier, then the hydrocarbon chains are directed toward the center, mean all the hydrocarbon chains are orient toward the inward, and the hydrophilic polar carboxylic group are end on the surface in contact with the water. These hydrophilic end are attracted toward the water, which stabilize the micelle in the water solution. These micelles are solvated by the large number of these solvent molecules. So the solvent molecule are attracted toward that, and so the large number of the solvent molecules are attracted in these micelles. So these micelles orientation lower the free energy by decreasing the modification of the water structure. If you know the equation, thermodynamic equation of the gap free energy, which is the delta G is equal to the delta H minus T delta S, in which T is the absolute temperature, delta S is the change in entropy, and delta H is the enthalpy of the system. During the formation of these micelles, the enthalpy is increase, mean positive, so it means that the reaction is the endothermic. So then if the delta H is positive, and if we see the effect of tropy, and if the change of entropy is positive, it's mean then if you know, during the micelles formation, apparently we see that the molecules are arranging in some order, so its entropy should be decreased when initially the molecules are orient in random direction, but the after the critical micelle concentration, the molecules are arranged in a specific direction, so its entropy should be decrease, but there is an effect of solvent. In the solvated case, you know about the solvation by the water molecule. When the water molecule are attracted to each ionic species in the solution, so they all form a layer around these ions. So these reactant molecule or the surfactant molecules are solvated in this way. But in the micelle formation, water molecules are arranged toward their outer end, so their entropy is also increasing. So in the case of micelle formation, no doubt the entropy of the molecule is decreasing, but the effect of the solvent is very important, which cause the increase in the entropy. Mean entropy is positive in the case of micelles formation. That's why when the effect of entropy is positive and the delta H is positive, mean the reaction is the endothermic, then the delta G will be decreased in the formation of the entropy. Actually, this decrease is related to the increase in the entropy of the solvent molecules. Thus, in a micelle arrangement, thus a micelle arrangement lower the free energy by decreasing the modification of the water structure. The thermodynamics of micelle formation shows that the enthalpy of formation of a aqueous system is probably positive, mean the reaction is the endothermic, with the delta H around 1 to 2 kilojoule per mole of the detergent species. And if we see the effect of entropy, the entropy change is positive even though the molecules are clustering together, which if the molecules are clustering together mean they form the micelle, so its entropy should be negative, but the effect is the solvent is due to the solvent, which show a contribution to entropy from the solvent. The molecules of solvent become less concentrate on the formation of the micelles, mean previously सॉल्वेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स ने इंडिविजुअल आयंस को अट्रैक्ट किया हुआ था. अब क्या है कि सॉल्वेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स जो हैं, जो वाटर के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, वो इंडिविजुअल पार्टिकल्स को सराउंड नहीं कर रहे. वो जो इंडिविजुअल मॉलिक्यूल के गिर्द केज बनाया हुआ था सॉल्वेंट मॉलिक्यूल्स ने, वो केज ख़त्म हो जाता है. अब वो जो सॉल्वेंट मॉलिक्यूल हैं जस्ट उसके पोलर एंड्स के साथ अटैच हो रहे हुए हैं, तो इसलिए उनकी जो है एंट्रोपी जो है वो इंक्रीज हो रही है with respect to the solvent. The molecule of solvent becomes less concentrated due to the formation of the micelles, and the individual surfactant molecules are no longer held in the solvent cage. So यहाँ पे solvation नहीं हो रही है individual molecules की, बल्कि micelles formation में जो है वो polar and water के साथ attraction show कर रहे हैं. ये तो था हमारे पास thermodynamics of the micelles or surfactants or surface active agents. These micelles are very important for us because different surfactants or different surface active agents are used in our industries and our homes because of their solubilizing functions or solubilizing properties. Mean we can transfer one material to another in the form of the micelles, or even our household detergents and soap show the action like these surfactants. Mean with the grease or dirt particles are attracted toward the interior of the micelle, which are the hydrophobic ends, and the surfactant polar molecules polar end are attracted toward the water, and in this way during the washing all the grease is removed from the cloth or the other substances and come into the solution, and it is clean from that substance. So micelles are important in our industry and biology because of their solubilizing functions. Matter can be transported by the water after it has been dissolved in their hydrocarbon interior. Mean if a substance is water insoluble, then the hydrocarbon interiors may solubilize them, and it can be transferred from one place to another place. The action of the soap and detergent is also based on their ability to form the micelles, which can separate the fatty material, mean grease or dust, and rendering them soluble in the surfactant solution. Mean it causes the solubilization of these fatty material or dust material into the surfactant solution. Similarly, during the froth flotation and petroleum recovery, micelles formation also play an important role. You have studied the froth flotation process, in which different impurities from the mineral ores are separated during the formation of the froth, and when these impurities are released from the mineral ores and connected with the attracted toward the surfactant molecules, and they form the froth, and they can be easily removed from the pure minerals or earth metals. And similarly during the petroleum recovery, these surfactants also play an important role and purify it. So next topic, which is the last topic of this chapter, is the application of the colloidal solutions. Colloidal solution has many importance in our life and industry. Some of the important applications